Welcome back to That Dead Guy. It's Friday, March the 18th, 2022. Hopefully you guys have had a great week at the mailbox. You've gotten lots of great things showing up, and I'm here to show you what showed up in my mailbox this week. 15 things showed up, one official postcard, and the rest are from you guys. So interesting swaps and things to show you here. I want to talk about the Ukraine project that we have. Still looking for people to send me Ukrainian stamps. I know it's kind of a strange ask to ask for something specific to be sent, but if you go and follow the Ukrainian project, it's under Flatly Ukraine parts 1, 2, and 3. It explains why we're doing it, and just to show awareness and to put together something for my father in the end. So still looking for that. Thank you so much for those of you who are continuing to share the projects and supporting the channel by subscribing, liking, and leaving comments. Those of you who want questions answered, go back to That Dad Guy Answers, the last part that I did, and leave your question in there, and I'll answer it tomorrow in the video. Not too many questions have come in. I actually got two on postcards this week, so I may use those to answer the questions for tomorrow's project if I don't get any others show up. So that's the plan. And yeah, today started off a little strange, so I'm going to get you, before I get into post-crossing, I'm going to talk about that. I got a call from my wife while I was at work. She hit a deer, so she is okay. So that is the main thing. She was a little shaken up, and the car is not in the best shape that it was before. It was drivable, so she was able to drive to work. And when I finished work, I met her there. We went over things. We called the insurance company. Then we took it over to the auto body place to get an assessment on it. They said it shouldn't be driven, so we were given a rental car. So now we wait to see how much the assessment is on it to get it fixed, and then hear back from the insurance company. So that's where we are right now. The important thing is she's all right. I don't know about the deer, and she had a coworker a couple weeks ago on the same bit of highway, hit a deer and rode off his car completely. So she is doing much better than that. And then actually after she hit the deer, 10 minutes behind, another one of her coworkers was coming on the same stretch of highway, and there was 4 deer in the road. So he didn't hit any, but it is a dangerous place for deer the last couple of weeks. And that's something you got to deal with when you've got animals that are running around. Could have been worse. Could have been a moose. So we're very thankful for that. Now let's flip back to post-crossing, and we'll get on to other things. So this showed up this week. Look at the stamps on this. There's some old ones there, 1945. That's something I've ordered for the Ukrainian thing, and I thought it was going to be in time that I could have it in my last video, but now it'll be in the next video. So I'm going to set that aside, and you will see that when you tune in. This is the only official postcard that I have. Came from Germany. I actually loved this. So you've got Polo there, the hedgehog, or looks like Polo anyways, in amongst the cactuses. My daughter said, ooh, that wouldn't feel nice on him, but hopefully their prickles offset each other, the prickles of the cactus and his prickles. But he doesn't seem to be minding it too much there. Let me show you the back and the stamp. Fantastic. So thank you so much. And that was mailed on 2/22/22. So we have the palindrome postmark. I don't know if you saw it there. There you go. So we have that one. Now let's go through in no particular order. First one here is from Basil in India. So we have a dolphin playing along, and that I'll show you the stamp that he has. He is into stamp collecting too, and specifically animals. So there we have an animal stamp there from India. So thank you, Basil, for that postcard. It arrived relatively quickly. The next one comes from Russia, so the post is still going, which is nice to see that mail is getting in and getting out of Russia. This one comes from Svetlana. There you can see the stamps, some stickers, and yeah, even got a snowflake down there if you see it. So thank you, Svetlana, for that. The next one comes from Ali, who is kind of a neighbor. She is in New Brunswick as well. This is St. Andrews. She's actually from St. Stephen. Some of you may be following her now. I know that people, when they're on Instagram, they see who other people are following and try to follow them as well. So she goes by Littlest Hobo on Instagram. So you may want to check her stuff out there. She's got some interesting stuff that she does too. So this is from Ali. And then on the back, we've got the Queen. So thank you, Ali. The next one comes from India again, but this one comes from Amlan, and she has done this one here off of, looks like I guess an advertisement card, maybe for this extension cord. Cover up the back here. Those are the stamps that she's put on. So thank you so much for that. The next one comes from Yulia in Russia. She's put it in an envelope, and she's put a "Say Hello to Polo" sticker on the back with a hedgehog and his apple. And inside, we have this nice card from her city. I won't read you what's on the back because that's for me, but very interesting building architecture. And she put it in an envelope because she's included some stamps. So we have this one here, or these four that are all together in a sheet and been canceled. And here's a brand new one, never been used. Nice mint. And one more nice mint. I really like this one here. Very nice, for 2007. So thank you, Yulia, for your kind gesture and sending the card and the stamps. Greatly appreciated. Now the next one comes from Scotland. This one comes from John, and he's got a hockey team here. And if I read their jerseys, it's the Clan Glasgow. So from the city of Glasgow. And yeah, so they've got a hockey team up there. He seems to enjoy hockey. His favorite team is the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. So thank you, John, for that. And I'm going to show you the stamps because the stamps are really cool. Doctor Who, of course. Love that. Nice stamps. So thank you, John. The next one, moving right along, is from Kimberly in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh specifically. So here's the city of Bridges. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I've been to Pittsburgh once before. Went there with my brother on an amazing trip. We got to see a Steelers game. We went to see the Pittsburgh Penguins also play. We got a hockey game there going on. We did a trip up the vernacular that they have. Lots of things to see. And the stamps, we got some nice Star Wars stamps there. So thank you, Kimberly, for that card. The next one comes from Prince Edward Island here in New Brunswick, and it was St. Paddy's Day. So yesterday was St. Patrick's Day, the 17th, and I got a card for it. So thank you, Helen from PEI, for thinking of me. And hopefully everything's going all right with you. I know you're away taking care of things. Now we've got the stamp. So thank you for thinking of me and sending that off before going on your trip. Now the next one, last week I had shown you a bunch of cards that came from Leslie of World's Largest Items. One more came too. So we have this, the World's Largest Wind Chimes from Leslie in Illinois. And on the back, we've got the stamp. She's got another drawing. She's got a mail vehicle again and speedy delivery. So if you ever watched Mr. Rogers, that's what they always say, speedy delivery, when the mailman would come and show up. So thank you, Leslie, for that. And the cool wind chimes. She's even got the dimensions on here too. It weighs 6,934.4 pounds. It's over 55 feet tall, weighs 8 tons. Wind chimes actually are functional, and visitors can chime the wind chimes. It has 5 metal tubes suspended 49 feet from the ground. What a massive, massive project that was. So thank you, Leslie, for that. The next one comes from Julie Norman in Montana in the United States. Another swap. I sent her a moose card, so she sent me a moose card back. And some very cool stamps. It's nice when you can mix and match stamps, some of the older ones, and send them out to still be enjoyed today. She had put a question on there. I think I'm going to use it though for my video tomorrow. The question and answers with that dad guy. So thank you, Julie. Now the next one comes from Jilly in England. There's some nice daffodils. I'm thinking it was spring, and she was noticing I was a bit down a few weeks ago when I wasn't well, and so she thought she'd send this and think of better days that are coming. There's the stamp there, some stickers. She's great for stickers and some washi. She decorates all over. So thank you very much for that. She wasn't done though. One arrived today. Boom, brand new stamp, brand new postcard. Just came out. So this is about the 150th anniversary of the FA Cup. She thought she'd send that off to me, and she's got the matching stamp on the back, and the stickers, and the hedgehogs, and the bee, because it's Jilly Bee. So thank you, Jilly, for that card, that stamp, the brand new. It's always nice to get new items, especially stuff that's coming from the Royal Mail, because they put out beautiful, beautiful items. Now, the last two I have are in envelopes. And Mireille. This comes from Finland. Let me open this up. The first one is kind of a St. Patrick's Day one. It's a hedgehog. But look, he's got 4-leaf clover that he's banging out there on his forge, on the anvil. So this, just gonna read it here. Yeah, all right. She's also included a first day cover. It's very nice. It came out in 2021 in December, so it is very new. This stamp. You see that, the postmark? And on top of that, she was visiting a local museum that she has, the Moomin Museum in Tampere. And she actually took this picture of the little Moomin statue that's outside. It's so cute. So thank you for all of that. And I hope I showed the stamp on the envelope, because it's a Moomin stamp and a Moomin cancellation mark too. But she wasn't done. She sent this big envelope. And those stamps with the Helsinki cancellation mark on it. So Media also sent an envelope. And inside the envelope, there is this postcard, which we used to have a pizza place back here in the 80s that was like one of these alien spaceships where you go up inside, and it was a pizza place for a while, and then I think it might have been an ice cream parlor for a while, but it had this one here. And she found this envelope from 1984 with the Åland flag. So we talked about that in the last video, or in a previous video. So this is a territory or a piece of Finland, but the people speak Swedish there. So there's a tie between the two countries, and they're kind of having independence too, because they all put out their own postage too. So there's that. And then she sent this first day cover with a very traditional Finnish snack or pie. Looks yummy. So that one came out in 2016. And then this one came out in 2015. Skating. Media really loves skating, so I appreciate her sharing this with me. There's the stamp that goes with it. So there we go. A few more first day covers for the collections that she's found. Some nice cards. The stamp with the flag. And even the postage stamps. I'm just trying to put these things back together so I don't lose them. Postage stamps that she uses to mail the envelopes are very nice. She's very thoughtful in all the places she gets to travel to. She's always thinking of me and sending me cards or stamps and things from them. And I forgot, speaking of stamps, she also sent these. So as she gets mail, she clips off the stamps and puts them in an envelope and sends them off to me. So that's great. I can share these with my father. And maybe he'll start getting a finished collection of stamps. The last one's kind of a Christmas stamp with Santa and his reindeer. I can get it to focus and not focus on me best I can. So there we go. That was this week in the mailbox. Put all this stuff together. Big pile of things. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoy every day going to the mailbox and seeing cards from you guys or envelopes, whatever it happens to be that shows up, the official cards that show up. It's nice to know that people are thinking of me and sending things on, and hopefully they get the same response when they open up their mailbox and you guys see cards from me. So I try to put my That Dad Guy stickers on as many of them as I can. Some of them still get the stamps. Very few of the postcards go out, but whenever there's somebody new that's requesting a swap, they usually get one of the one of the That Dad Guy postcards if that's something that they're interested in. So there we go. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of the week, and we'll see what comes out this weekend. I'm sure I will have my That Dad Guy answers tomorrow, and then on Sunday I probably will write a few more postcards to go out for next week in response to the ones that I got. Plus I know I've got a couple official ones I can write again because they've reached their destinations. So for that, I'll just say, stay safe. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?